Hello guys, welcome to the CodeSpace YouTube channel. So in this video I am going to explain you about how you can deploy your Django application on Python anywhere. So we'll follow this blog post. I'll put link into description so you can follow this post. We are only have 5 steps to follow. Okay. So first step is we need to create our Django project. If you already have your Django project, then that is well good. Otherwise we will create a Django project. So I'll copy this command and I have already opened my Visual Studio Code. So in command prompt, I'll paste that command. Okay, so our Django application project will be created. Okay, so as you can see, our project is created. So now what we'll do, we'll follow these steps. If you don't have Django in your PC, then you are not able to run this command. Okay, so you need to check that Django is already installed or not. Okay, so you can check that with this command. Okay, now what we will do, we will open our settings.py file, and in allowed host we will put star. So yes, let's open our settings.py file. So in test project folder, we are having this settings.py file. So here is our settings.py file, and in allowed host we are putting this star. It means we are allowing all the host for this application. Okay, so yes, that is fine. Now what we'll do, we will freeze our requirements. So yes, we will pass this command. Okay, we need to pass peep only. Okay, peep freeze requirements.txt. So oh sorry, I done one mistake here. Let me delete that. Okay, and we need to go in that particular folder. Okay, particular project. So I will go in test project, and then I'll paste that command pre freeze. Okay, so all requirements will be freezed. Okay, now as you can see in our project there is requirements.txt, and we have freezed out all the requirements. Okay, so if you create virtual environment, then that is well and good. So you only will have your particular dependency for this project. But for now, I just freeze all my dependencies. Okay, so that is also fine for now. Okay, now what we'll do, we will run our servers to test our application. So I'll say python manage.py run server. Okay, so as you can see, our development server started, and let's go there. Okay, so as you can see, we have successfully created our Django project. Now we are in our second step. We need to upload our project into GitHub. So that is very useful to upload our project into GitHub. So then we can connect our GitHub repository to our Python anywhere. So let's upload our project onto GitHub. Okay, so I will open my git bash into that folder. Okay, so this is our project, and here I will open git bash. Now if you don't have git bash, then you can download that git bash, or you can also upload that with this Visual Studio Code feature. So that is also well and good. So here what we need to do is we need to type this commands. So yes, git init. So we need to say git init. You can type shift insert to paste copied text. Okay, so as you can see, our we have initialized our GitHub repository, and we will what we need to do is we need to uh, add our all the files from here. Okay, so we need to say git add. Okay, so git add, you can press dot, so all the files from this folder will be saved. Okay, so now what we'll do, we will commit. So we'll paste this command also. So as you can see, we have committed all the files. Okay, so now what we'll do, we can also do with this uh, master branch, but we will change our branch. Okay, so we will change our branch to main branch. Okay, shift insert, so we are in our main branch. Now what we need to do is we need to create our GitHub project. Okay, so I'll go in my GitHub, and here I'll create a new project. So I will create what is our project name? So test project. Okay, so test project, you can give any name. Okay, so test project is available. Now I'll create repository. Okay, and then what will do is, you can also follow these steps. Okay, but I just pasted that steps here, so that is also good. Now what we need to do is we need to remote this repository. So I'll insert that command here, and yes, we have uh, that repository. Okay, so if you want to see, then you can say git remote. Okay, and we are, as you can see, we remoted this origin repository, and if you pass if remote -v, then you can see your remoted repository. Okay, so now what we'll do, we'll push our code into our repository. Okay, so I'll paste that command. So as you can see, we have inserted our code into our GitHub repository. So as you can see, we are having this project here. Now I think we completed our uh, second point. Okay, so now what we will do, we will follow this third step, which is we need to open Python Anywhere, and we need to create also a new account. Okay, so yes, I'll go in this link. Sorry, I'll go in this link in another tab. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to create our Python Anywhere account. Make sure you give a name which you want to give as a your in your website. Okay, so if you will say the Fit Life Gym, then that will be reflected in your website. You can't change the name. Okay, so make sure you give the name correct, if whatever you want. Okay, so I'll say test project. Okay, test project, and I need to pass the email ID as well. So I'll pass this, and I'll pass password. Okay, so I entered the password, and now I need to check this button and I'll register. Okay, so as you can see, this username is already taken. So I'll say test project 2. Okay, so test project 2 will be reflected in our website. Okay, so as you can see, yes, I'll not follow this tool, so I'll say end to, and here is our project into Python Anywhere, but we need to remote that our GitHub repository to this website. Okay, or I can say this Python Anywhere test project. Okay, so now what we'll do, uh, we need to clone that GitHub repository, and we need to set up the environment. So we are in this third step. Sorry, I did one mistake here. This is our fourth step. Okay, so this is our fourth step. This is fifth, and this is sixth. Okay, so now what we'll do, we will clone our GitHub repository. Okay, so we need to go in console. Here you can click on this console, and you can click on this bash. Okay, you can click on this bash, and yes, this is something like command prompt. Okay, so yes, it is loading. Now what we need to do is we need to clone that project here. So I'll copy and paste this command into here. Okay, is there anything which we are missing? Okay, no. So I'll clone that repository. So I just pasted that command, and I'll paste enter. So I need to pass the username and password of my GitHub repo. Sorry, GitHub. So yes, I'll pass that. Okay. So yes, there was some issue regarding authentication. So I just explored one thing from Stack Overflow, that you need to go in this developer settings, and you need to go in personal access tokens, and you need to create one token for that. So I will follow this command. So git clone. Then what we need to do is we need to pass our token. Okay. So I pasted this token here. So I'll paste that token here. Then I will paste this thing. Okay. And in repo, we need to say test project. Okay. Test project. And in user, I need to pass username. So this was the fix which I have done here. Okay, most of you guys haven't got this issue maybe. So as you can see, we have successfully cloned our project. Okay, so now we can move ahead. So now after cloning out, we need to create virtual environment. So make sure you put proper Python version. So let me go in CMD and let me type Python, and as you can see we are using 3.9.7 version. Okay, so I will paste this command. If you are using something else or a different type of a different version of Python, then you can mention that like something like 3.8 or 3.6 or something. Okay, and I'll press enter. So we are actually creating the virtual environment named test env. Okay, so as you can see it is in progress. So let's if now your virtual environment is activated. If not, then you need to paste this command. Okay, so yes, as you can see, our test environment is uh, we have successfully activated. Okay, if you don't activate it, then you need to paste this command. Okay, now what we'll do, now we will install all the requirements. Okay, so if you are not using requirements file, then you need to manually install the Django here. So you can install Django here, but we are having that requirements.txt file, so I will paste that command. Okay, so here are all requirements will be uh, installed. So as you can see, we are getting this error. Maybe we are in not that proper folder. So yes, let me type pwd present working directory. So as you can see, we are in test project. So we need to go. Uh, okay, so let's go in that particular folder. So I will go in test project, and I'll so here is our requirements.txt file. Okay, so now we'll paste that command again. Sorry. So we'll paste that command here. Now we are in that folder. Okay, so that's what I am doing. Okay, so I'll paste that command here, and our all requirements will be installed here. Okay, so as you can see, we are installing all our requirements into our virtual environment. Now we will do our manual configuration. So this is our fifth step, I guess. Okay, fifth step, because we have written 2 times 3 here. So this is our fifth step. Now we need to go in a web tab, and you will see create a web application button. Okay, so here from here, let's wait for some seconds it to be completed. Okay, so it is installing all the dependencies. Maybe if you have already created virtual environment in your local, then this all the installation will not be here. Okay, only the specific installation which you added in requirements.txt will be installed here. Okay, so this is also one way, but my suggestion is to create a virtual environment in your local and then then freeze your requirements.txt. So all this unnecessary things will not be in our requirements. Okay, so this is fine for now. Now what we'll do, we will go in uh, a web tab. Okay, so here is our web tab. I'll open in another tab. Okay, and now we will create a web application. We will click on this, and we'll say next, and we'll click on this manual configuration button. make sure you click on this, not you click on this, okay. And we are having 3.9 version, and we'll click on next button. Okay, so now our web app will get created. We'll add some paths. Okay, so we need to configure some paths. So as you can see, this will be our website. Okay, so let's add some configuration paths. So in source code, um, yes, we need to paste this command. Okay, in source code, okay, here you need to paste that particular project directory. If you are not able to, okay, this directory is already exist. So let's check files. I think earlier I created the same project, so there will be some conflict. Okay, so this is our test 2 project. Okay, so we need to add test project 2. Okay, sorry for that. So we will add test project 2. Okay, because we have created test project 2, not test project. Okay, so we will say test project 2. Okay, that is fine. Now uh, yes, working directory will be home slash test project. Okay, working directory here already mentioned. Okay, so now we will add virtual environment path. So if you want to know that why we are pasting this command, so if we go in this file tab. Okay, so in files, here in as you can see, this is our directories. So in virtual environment and in test environment. Okay, so we are in test environment. So you can also copy this directory here. Okay, and you can just paste this here. So this is why I pasting that things. Okay, so this is also fine for now. Okay, we are pasting that virtual environment path. Okay, so this is fine. Now what we need to do is we need to also add static directories. Okay, so we'll add static directory. So we will say name. Okay, so here we need to enter URL. So I will paste static. I'll press this sign. Okay, and I'll paste this, or I can also go in that particular file directory, and in test project 2, in test project 2 in test project. Okay, so I guess we are not having that static directory in our into our project. So if you have added static directory, then also you can mention that path here. Okay, so for now I'm not adding that static path here, but also you can add if you are having static folder in your directory. Okay, project, or also for media you can type something like media here, and you can give a path. Okay, from here. Okay, so I think you can do that with your own. Okay, so I'm not adding that path here. I'm also deleting this static path, so that is fine. Okay, so we have added this uh, directory paths. Okay, so we completed our fifth step. Now what we'll do, we will add some configuration into our wsgi file. So we'll edit our wsgi file. So what you need to do is you need to go in this wsgf configuration file. Okay, so I'm just opening this, and yes, so I opened this. Okay, now what we need to do is we will copy this code. Okay, we'll copy this code and we'll just paste that code here. Okay, so we need to we need to find our settings.py file. Okay, so I'll go in my test project, and yes, it is taking some time. I'll go in test project, and in settings.py. Okay, so I think I opened that file. Sorry, so let me go back. And here is our settings.py file. Okay, so I'll copy this, and yes, I can paste that here. Okay, I'm just pasting here. Okay, and also we need to we need to give our a project path. So let's go in our project. So this is our project path, test project slash test project. Okay, so yes, this is fine for now, but need to give project 2. Okay, because we are having project as a project, my test project 2. Okay, I think we have given test project, so I'll say test project. Okay, test project 2. Okay, so this is fine for now. Test project is our project name. Okay, and project 2 is our application name, or Python Anywhere project name. So this little change you need to do here. You need to paste the project name, or I can say this this name. Okay, second name, and here you need to mention your project directory. So I pasted that here. Okay, and this is only for reference. This is in comment. Okay, so I think you need to save the file. Okay, so you saved that file here, and now we need to reload our application. So we are, I think, good to go. So I just save that. I will refresh. I'll go into my web. Okay, so it is refreshing. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to reload this. Okay, and you can go in your website. So as you can see, we have successfully deployed our Django application into Python Anywhere. So let me revise this thing quickly. So what we have done, first we have created our Django application. So you need to give allowed host in your settings.py file. Then you need to freeze your requirements. Okay, make sure you create virtual environment, so that will be good for your project. Okay, so then we have tested our server is running or not. Okay, then in second step, what we have done, we have pushed our project into a GitHub. Okay, and then we have created our Python Anywhere account, and then we have cloned our GitHub repository to Python Anywhere. Okay, and then what we have done, we have just installed our requirements.txt file. Then we have created web application. We have done some manual configuration, like we have added our path into our application. So you have changed this source code, you have changed working directory, and you have changed virtual environment. If you will have static and media directory, then you can give here. Okay, and yes, that's it. I think you understood the thing, how to deploy your project into Python Anywhere. Okay, so thank you guys, and hope you like this video. Make sure you share this with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.